This is Truckstop Boyfriend.
Oh, wow. You're going to have a whole career in you talking into that mic because all the
Me?
little Twinkie boys are going to like how you sound like right now. Yeah, trust me.
It it does sound really nice, doesn't it, Ryan?
Oh, God. It makes me uncomfortable, but I already know someone's going to be like, boing. We're live. Oh,
You
my
got the shakes and
gosh.
quivers.
I'll down my. Oh, never mind. That's inappropriate. Um, So, welcome to Truckstop Boyfriend. This is what? This is episode 4 now? Oh
I
my
don't even know.
goodness.
I
How
feel like we've been doing
we've
this
been
for a
doing this for
million
a whole
years.
month.
I feel like we've been doing it
Yeah,
for
low key.
years.
Definitely years. At least a year, for sure. But yeah, it's episode 4, you guys. Welcome to Truckstop Boyfriend again. I'm Ryan. This is
And
His Royal Highness, King of the Throne, King of the Commode, Mr. Matthew Jones.
I'm actually Greg today. So,
I was trying to make out what your shirt said. I thought it said gay.
oh, I mean, yeah,
Well,
that
either
too.
one.
So,
Either one is
yeah.
fine. Gay Greg. Gay Greg. Are you the truck stop daddy right now or what?
No, I feel like I'm a little skater boy. I have like a little like layering moment going on, you know?
I see layering, yes, but it's kind of giving like you work at the Pilot gas station
Okay.
with those
Isn't
stripes
that on
down the
brand?
side. That's what I'm saying. It's like absolutely on brand. Yeah. Greg, where does this persona come from?
Last week.
Oh God, what happened?
No, I'm just saying. I kept cutting you off on our podcast last week, so I decided that
Oh.
that's my new character.
So so what is Greg's backstory? Where does he come from? Like, how did he get to be like a serial interrupter?
Well, he came from a little vintage store, so
Okay, so he's like one of those like East Nashville guys that works in like a thrift store and loves coffee shops, like here and there.
so that sounds very on brand. So yeah, probably so.
Yeah, it sounds like you about 5 years ago, really.
Okay,
Maybe even currently.
I've been read, so you know.
Read like a book. How's Dune coming along?
I haven't picked it up at all since we talked
I'm gonna be
last.
honest. I haven't even picked up Britney Spears either. So we're gonna be reading these books until the end of this podcast.
Till the end of the world, probably.
Yeah, at least. I mean, I can barely read. It's just I'm so slow. I just
You
feel
know,
so slow.
when I read, it literally takes me back to like elementary school when I am having to prepare for like an AR test or something. So when I read,
I
I'm like,
know.
oh, maybe I'm reading like I'm going to be quizzed on it. And I think that's why I'm reading so slow.
Well, at least you're reading it to comprehend it. You want to know what I was doing? Because I thought I was cheating the system. I would pick up those AR books and I would read like this, every line, but I wasn't reading it. And then I
No,
would
I had,
pretend like I read it just to go to take the test. And then I would guess on all the questions and I would just fail them all.
yeah, I had like pretty good, like, I had pretty high points when I was having to do all the AR tests and stuff
Wait, what'd you.
because,
Sorry, go ahead.
no.
Did you go to like the book fair? That's what we do with those points, right? I think that's what I did.
No, I mean, they would give out certificates. I would always get free cheese bread from Pizza Hut and Domino's.
I think if I remember right, my school, I think they just purchased like a bunch of toys and stuff and like not gift cards, but like maybe like Toys R Us gift cards or something. And then
Okay.
depending on like how many AR points you had like accumulated, you could get one of the bigger prizes, kind of like an arcade,
Okay.
which was pretty cool. It it's all like literally coming right back to me right now. And I did pretty, I wasn't actually reading anything, but I did, I guessed pretty good one time. And I was able to
Oh.
get this like silly putty, and it had like a dinosaur in the middle of it.
Oh, so basically what you're saying is that your teachers were probably really impressed for that one time. They're like, wow, his brain has really matured, and I think that he's going to do something with his life. And then the next AR test came along, and they were like, oh, no, he just had good luck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's when they pretty much went to my mom and dad and were like, I think he might have ADD or
And what are your
ADHD.
thoughts on that? Do you think that you have it?
I've never been tested for it, but I do think that there's a sprinkle.
Mm.
Just a little
Just
something, something.
a little sprinkle. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you would be a cupcake, so just the sprinkle on top of the cupcake.
Yeah, but I want to be like that really cheap Walmart cupcake, like that white cake Walmart cupcake, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That
Hmm.
gross one, sheet cake. Love that.
Yeah, the one that's like the icing is going to like stain your whole mouth and your whole insides. Yeah.
And you can literally feel your teeth rot. Absolutely.
Hmm. So, what did you do this week? Anything fun?
Yes. Even like as of last night, I did something really fun. Do you know Slater?
Yes. Yeah. I think you introduced me to her.
I probably did. I really like her a lot. So we ended up going to her concert last night. It was here in LA. And it was so much fun. It was like really cool to like see her live. I've been listening to her for a while, but I haven't had an opportunity to see her. I missed her when I was living in New York, but I'm happy I was able to see her. But girl, she had 3 openers.
Hmm. Yeah, that's
It was,
rough.
yeah, it was a lot. I mean, I was like,
I mean,
okay,
were they people that you like had heard of or anything? Or
literally no, no, I haven't heard of a
see,
single one of them.
I feel like that's hard sometimes. Like, because I feel like when it's, I mean, not to like shame anyone for their art or anything, but I feel like sometimes when there's like a show and someone has so many openers, I feel like you kind of have to have
Look
some
at the
people that
squirrel.
people know of.
Look at the squirrel.
I don't see a squirrel. Oh,
I'm dead. He's
oh my
going to
god.
town. That's funny. Anyway, um, I mean, all the openers like complimented her very well.
Okay.
But it was like I don't know. I don't know any of these people. I liked. There was this one artist named Lolo Zwei or
Okay.
something like that. She's a really good singer.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but she was like the probably the bigger of the three. But
Okay.
she was good. I liked her, and I also liked this one named Bailey. She was fun, like kind of hyper poppy vibes, but
Yeah. Your
which
vibe.
is very my vibe, yeah. But it was fun overall. We had like a balcony seat, so we were able to like kind of sit down for a moment. But I was like low key dozing off for a moment because I'm like, we had pre-gamed. We were like, it was
Mm.
Saturday night. I'm off tomorrow. I want to like have a good time. But she started drinking at
Yeah.
7, so time the concert started at 11 p.m.
You were
I was
gone.
already asleep. I was asleep. I
Yeah.
was
Hmm.
literally dozing off.
Something that I did this week that was super exciting.
Yes.
I don't know if you saw in my story, but I went
Okay.
to this.
Uh huh. I'm
Okay,
curious
what?
what all that was because I saw your story and I was like, where the hell is Matthew at? It seemed like kind of star
Yeah.
studded a little bit. What'd you
Yeah,
do?
so
What was
I
it?
went to. So, Plan Brie Uncut. She's a podcast. It's Brie, Chicken Fry, and Grace. They're part of Barstool Sports, and so they were in
Okay.
town doing a live show at Zany's, the comedy bar here,
Yeah.
and they had an after party at Barstool Bar downtown, and I went to it with some friends, and of course, the true Truckstop Boyfriend Zach Bryan was there. And so
Mm-hmm.
I got to see him. I love being in his presence. But, I feel like it's getting to the point that if he gets to the point where he recognizes me, he's going to say, this guy might be a stalker, because every time he's in Nashville, I try to find where he's at.
Yeah, you do have slight stalkery tendencies with that one. I want to get into our truck stop moments of the week.
Period. Let's do it.
Mine is kind of currently happening to me. Via the Slater concert. Number one, I was up way too late, way past my almost 30-year-old bedtime. And number two, I did have a little bit to drink last night. And I'm
Okay, tell me, what were you drinking? Did you mix or what?
No, girl, I'm just on that Bud Light life, which is so gross, but I just can't drink anything else anymore. Makes me feel like Zep. So I'm just on some light piss beer diet when it comes to drinking. And, unfortunately I have 5 or 6 of them, and then I feel like shit.
Well, sounds like you need to drink some water.
I have me handy dandy cup, yeah. My cauldron
that's
of
full
agua.
That's water in a mug?
Yes. I don't use the right cups ever. You've been in my not pantry, the cabinets here at the house.
Right.
The cups are few and far between. I have so many mugs. I don't know why. What's your truck stop moment?
Yeah, my truck stop moment of the week is the other night I was going over food options with friends, and party foul came up. Have you ever had party foul?
I actually have not.
Okay.
But I've heard a lot about it.
Yeah, I've had it. I don't really get the hype, honestly. But they have these little desserts, right? And,
okay.
I am the king of not pronouncing things correctly. And so I called these desserts bayonets. I said, oh, have you had their bayonets?
Okay, I can see that. I mean, I have one to go ahead and finish, but I have one for you too.
Bayonets.
Where you mispronounce something.
Like the Revolutionary War, bayonets.
I don't get it.
Revolutionary War, a bayonet is a gun.
I don't know that.
But beignets is actually what it's called.
It is beignet.
Yeah, and I called it bayonets.
I knew what you were talking about, though. I mean, it's spelled something like else, that. You weren't phonetically wrong.
Something else that I mispronounce all the time. I call a Caesar salad a seizure salad.
That's pretty good, dude. A seizure salad. So you just walk up to Olive Garden or whatever and can I have a Caesar salad? A Caesar salad, yeah, for sure. You know what also you mispronounced when you were in LA?
Tell me. Oh, what?
You know you did. We
Rodeo
went to this
Drive.
That was one of them. Actually, there's probably a list now that we think about it, because everything is in Spanish here, with streets and stuff. And girl, we walk into the Mexican restaurant, and Miss Matthew Jones orders a polo chicken taco. A polo, from Ralph Lauren.
But I learned real fast.
Straight up to the. You did learn real quick. I think Amelia got your ass.
She did. Yeah, he did. Literally, but also the person working there just looked at me
Yeah. That one was pretty funny. You did something else too with one of the street names. You did get Rodeo Drive. That one was good. There was another street too. I can't remember. Oh. La Jolla. You said La Jolla.
No, I said La Jolla. I said La Jolla.
Like the Bachelorettes in Tennessee. The Woo Girls.
Yeah, the Holla boys in LA.
Holla back, girl. We should have just put on Gwen Stefani and just drove down the street.
Honestly,
like,
that sounds like about.
Okay, I have something. You've probably seen it, but the Mean Girls commercial.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
So
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah. Is it a musical?
Yeah.
I think it is. Okay.
Mm.
I was so confused for a moment. I was like, this looks like the same movie with different actors. But I think it is, but it's a musical.
Yeah, what are
I was
your
just
thoughts?
confused if it was actually a musical. I mean, I'm down, obviously. I'm glad that Tina Fey's in it. I mean, she literally created the other one, so I'm not surprised. But, you know, I mean, I guess I'm down for it. I mean, I'm not like a huge musical person, but I'll probably watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. Like, I feel indifferent, but Renee Rapp's in it, and I feel like she's great. So I'm excited to see it. I don't
She
really
seems
know much
pretty
about
funny.
the musical. Yeah, I don't really know a lot about the musical version of the movie, but I'm also like interested to see like how they like transfer like the characters from that time of when the original came out to like present day, because I think that's what they're trying to do.
Got it.
Because
That makes sense.
from what I've seen, like I feel like the fashion back then was very like preppy, and I feel like the fashion on this one that I've seen so far is very like Urban Outfitters, you know?
Yeah,
So
totally. That makes sense, yeah. I mean, if you're going to redo it, you might as well get up to par with the current times, you know?
yeah,
Why
I guess
not?
that makes sense. Yeah.
This is a Truckstop
That
Boyfriend ASMR.
that's very disturbing. Please don't make that sound.
If I get up close to the mic, do you think that I would have Twinkie Boys DM me?
Probably not.
Hey there. Was it
10
cute?
4. 10 4, Ron.
Ron. RON.
What? I'm Greg. I'm Greg
And I'm
today, and
Ron.
you're.
And welcome to... oh, shit. I didn't have one. Where could they go?
What?
I'm Ron. This is Greg. Welcome to the trailer park. Friendly fences.
I thought that it was Truckstop Boyfriend.
I know, but we're opening a trailer park now.
Oh. Okay.
Exactly. Greg here is our maintenance chief executive toilet flusher. And I'm here to manage the facilities.
How did you say that? Facilities?
Facilities. So I have a really random question. What is the least sexiest name?
Oh. That's really hard. I'm gonna say like Dan.
You don't like Dan? I feel like you've probably been
No.
with a couple Dans.
No, I would say Dan or also Danny.
Danny? I mean, it's probably like Gertrude or something for me.
Is that a guy's
Sorry
name?
to Dan, Danny, and Gertrude. Nothing personal. Just a question. So, what is your opinion on intrusive thoughts?
That was what our podcast name was going to be before it became Truckstop Boyfriend.
I know.
What exactly about intrusive thoughts? Remind me what that means again.
Just like a thought that like you shouldn't be having, but you're definitely having.
I mean, I think on this show, we both know that we should just have it. Let them be. Let them fly.
I agree. I mean, you're literally an intrusive thought. THOT.
I mean, a lot of times, a lot of times when I have one though, I keep it to myself. That's why I'm like,
We
giggling
should just let them
in the
all out
back
on
of some
here.
bar. I mean, yeah. What's yours? Did you have one this week, or like what's bringing up this topic?
Oh, just Gen Z. They're just always talking about intrusive thoughts. I thought we could just bring it to our millennial market. Are you a
So what
millennial,
is like?
Matthew? I think you're Gen Z, aren't you?
No, I think I'm a millennial. I might be right on the
I'm,
cusp.
yeah, I don't even know the years anymore.
It's too much to keep up with. You have to keep up with like what horoscope creature you are. You have to keep up with what era you
You're
were born in. You have to keep up with like your birthday. You have to keep up with your blood type. There's too much, too much. Why can't I
mm-hmm.
just live?
Your sun rising and falling and all that bullshit.
Like, I mean, I've read it before and it's pretty spot on, but I don't need a reminder of what is going on in my life that I hate.
Yeah, people just need something to like pigeonhole their feelings into.
I'm like on that CoStar app, and it's like, don't walk through doors. And I'm like, what? And
Said
it's
that
like,
like just random doors.
no, but it has like do's and don'ts for the day. And it's
Uh
like,
huh.
sometimes it's like something stupid like, don't walk through a door, don't drink black coffee. And it's like,
Okay.
how am I
And
supposed
who
to
are
like do
you?
anything? Yeah. Like, how am I supposed to do anything today then?
Like you're literally a robot.
So I don't know. But that also brings me up to another topic.
Go ahead.
And
Go
so
off.
I kind of talked to you about this before, but I don't
Yeah.
actually remember like us actually getting anywhere with it. But my
Sure.
birthday was a few months ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to work on my birthday.
Yes.
And to me, I feel like if you have to work on your birthday, that you should get paid time and a half like it's a government holiday because you have a birth certificate that's issued by the government and you have to have. So why doesn't that state, if it states that it's my birthday, so why doesn't that state that if I'm working I'm getting time and a half?
I think that's a pretty fair statement. You know.
Or
I also just
also,
think. And go ahead.
why shouldn't it be like a paid holiday? So like if I'm not working, why can't I just be like paid to not work that day?
Yeah.
Just saying, throwing that out there.
I don't think you'll be able to win the paid holiday situation, but I do think it could be at least like a time and a half if you are working. But in general, it should you should just have the day off. I think you should
I
just
mean,
have it
I actually
off.
don't mind it. I don't mind
I do
it.
mind it.
I I feel like I typically don't even like do anything big for my birthday, so
Hmm.
it's kind of like a
Well,
way
see,
that I can see people.
that's where I've lived for a long time is like not doing anything big for my birthday. And now that I'm about to turn 30, why have I been doing it that way?
Hmm.
It's my day.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. I mean, your 30s are different, anyways. I've heard so many people say that 30s is when life really begins.
I'm so excited for 30. I'm just
Yeah,
ready
I
to
am
turn
excited
the
for you.
page.
Yeah.
Turn the page. I'm just
Hmm.
ready to get it over with. I'm like so excited for it. I'm ready to leave the 20s
So,
behind. All that.
when do you turn 30? This year or next
In
year?
February. It's in
Oh my
February,
god.
yeah.
Okay, so what are you looking toward, forward to? Oh my
So
god.
I feel
What are you
like
looking forward to?
so what I'm looking forward to is just honestly like getting rid of all that mental and weird trauma and like unlearning that I've had to do and just kind of like step into myself and like more of my personality and like be a little bit more free and fluid and whatever
Yeah.
comes up, like kind of just like reclaiming my space a little bit more and like allowing myself to like take it up because
Yeah.
I feel like I've always been someone who's very like aware of my surroundings and aware of what's happening around me, and I always find myself catering to what's going on around me instead of like allowing myself to be comfortable in the space and just having fun. So I'm ready to just like take up a little bit more space, like,
Yeah.
and just like be myself more.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I feel like you honestly are in a really good spot right now because you've kind of moved around a little bit. You found out where you don't want to be. You found where
Mm-hmm.
you do want to be, and I feel like you're grounded enough there that you've been able to really like build a life essentially,
Mm-hmm.
to where like you walking into 30s is going to be like really easy for you to like kind of really just focus on the things that you want to focus on.
Yes. I'm excited. I love Los Angeles. I love being in the city. I love being around the sun. I've realized that I'm not somebody who can be around like gloomy weather, like literally just that.
Mm, mm.
I don't love it when it's hot, but I will literally take the trade off because I do not like the cold anymore either. That was something I was trying to trick myself into when I was younger. I'm like, I just love the cold. You can just layer all the time.
Like I feel like the best
Mm-hmm.
fashion isn't in winter. I feel like it's in like fall, you know?
Fall. It's fall. But I don't even care like what I'm wearing more or less, but it's just the I don't want to like be cold.
Yeah,
You know, like
I feel
that's
that.
uncomfortable too. At
Yeah,
least when you're like hot, it can just like at least it's probably nice outside. I don't know.
maybe. You know, that one time that I came to LA, there was a hurricane, so
You picked the one literal week of the year where actually the one literal week of the last what multiple decades where there was a hurricane in California, but also
yeah.
just raining in general. It never rains here.
But,
I want to play 10-4 because I feel like I have some. They're not like crazy ones, but I feel like they'll get us talking a little bit.
oh no. Okay, let's do it.
Charcuterie boards.
Okay, so I rate that a 7 just because I don't have a lot of experience with it. Like when I go to like my friends' houses, we're not really doing that. But I would be
Mm-hmm.
down to do it. Um, I've seen a lot of people doing like a themed party around charcuterie boards, and
Yeah.
they've been doing like a pizza one, like a build your own pizza one, like a veggie one, and like like there's just all these different things, like a taco one, like stuff like that. I feel like that sounds amazing. I would so be down for that.
So if I knew about those type of ones, it would probably be a 10.
Mm.
But charcuterie boards in general, 4. I
Oh,
do not like them. You know
what
why I don't
about
like them
it?
though? I don't
What?
like 9 out of 10 things that are on there for the most part. Like 98% of what's on a charcuterie board, I just like don't like to eat. I don't like the weird meats. I don't like cheese like that. I hate the spread, and the crackers are just dry.
Cowboy hats.
10 on the right person.
I mean, agreed. But I was more so meaning like in everyday, do you think
Well,
that it's
I've
like something that someone could pull off every single day, or is it just like a certain occasion pull off?
I think that a cowboy hat is always a 10. Um, if you're gonna wear it, you're gonna wear it, and I'm down for whoever wants to wear one. I've also had my own cowboy hat era. You were there for
You
it.
did. When?
Girl, I wore a cowboy hat like 4 out of the 6 years I lived in Nashville.
Not a flat brim hat.
That's a
A
cowboy hat in my
cowboy
book.
hat. No, 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 no,
That's
no,
a
no, no,
cowboy
no, no.
hat.
Please hold.
Oh no. Well, while you're here, I'd love for you guys to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
This is a cowboy hat.
Yes. Does that even fit on your head? Oh
I
my
have
god,
my
that's a
AirPods
look.
on.
Oh, right. I was sitting there like, girl, that don't even fit. That's your album cover right there. 10 gallons and 10
What?
loads.
I would
You know
say
that one
also.
that that country singer that sings that oh shit, I forgot his name. He's like, he's burning on my pussy. That
Oh my
one.
god, yes. Uh
You
huh.
know what I'm talking about? You're his
Yeah, I do.
direct competition.
Okay, good to know that I have competition when I don't even have any music out at the moment. Um, I
Your
would
single's
rate a
10
cowboy
loaded
hat.
guns.
I'm trying to move on from this. Um,
No, I'm going to keep it
I,
going.
I would rate a cowboy hat a 10, but I think I do like it more on like people who like just like wear it every day instead of it being like just like I'm gonna be bold here, a bachelorette trip. You know, I don't, I don't,
I
I
get
don't,
that.
I don't care about
That
that.
makes
You know.
sense. Anyway, okay, my next topic, Hollywood.
Hmm. I mean, of the LA area, I would say it's probably one of my like least favorite parts.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Hollywood, the facade of Hollywood.
like lights, camera, action, like glam, like
Yeah,
that.
the whole like getting into it. Yeah.
I mean, I
10.
think if I lived in a, you think it's a 10?
It's an absolute 10.
I feel like
Hollywood
for
is such a
me,
10.
I feel like for me it would be like a 7. Just because I feel like I am a little bit more of like the Silver Lake, like a little bit more chill part of West Coast of LA. Not so much like the going to all these movie premieres. I would be down to do it every once in a while, you know?
Sure. I love Hollywood. I don't love like I mean the city is a little crunch here and there, but overall just being here is so fun. Love it. I have a new one for you.
Okay.
Late 90s, early 2000s Cartoon Network TV shows.
I would say a 10. Um,
Yes.
what was that show where each kid had like a number? Like that was their name or something?
Codename Kids Next Door.
Yes, that was so good. Loved that show.
Hmm. I'm talking Powerpuff Girls. I'm talking Cow and Chicken.
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely.
all Cat Dog. All that. No, that was Nickelodeon. Cat Dog is Nickelodeon. Anyway,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
but
talking about.
still,
So good. Love it all.
Ed, and Eddie, I wasn't really allowed to watch because
Ed,
they
Ed,
were
and
just
Eddie.
kind of done, you know?
Did you hear that conspiracy about that show?
No.
There's a, and probably the listeners might know this, but there's a little conspiracy about that show that all the kids in that show are dead. And they're just like kind of in heaven or hell of it all. And because there's no parents in the show. And there's no one that
Mmm.
anybody answers to. Um, but yeah, there's a conspiracy that they're all like actually just dead,
Interesting. Hmm.
which is kind of weird. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. It's Cartoon Network and that time frame because it was pretty dark.
What do you
Okay,
think
what?
about Crocs?
10, 11, 12. Love. I'm always here for Crocs. I
So
love all the collabs they do. I love every style.
I went to a store. I don't know. I don't own a pair. I would say it's probably like a 7 for me too. But I went to the Crocs store the other day, and I was like
Hmm.
going, just looking to see what they had.
Okay.
And they had a camo pair with a husky on it. So I was
A
like, I have
husky.
to. Yeah, I didn't end up getting them, but I told my mom, I said, if you want to get me a
Okay.
Christmas gift, here you go. But I thought it would be cute to like decorate it with those little like
Giblets.
giblets. Okay.
Is it
And
giblets?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't think it is. I think that's
Either
some
that
like.
or giblets.
I think it. I feel like it is giblets, but I almost feel like that's a part of the turkey you don't eat. You know what I mean? Like the gizzard.
Giblets.
I think.
Giblets
I
sounds
think
like
it's
balls.
giblets. It does. It sounds like a gizzard. Like a throat.
Oh my god.
Guess which ones are on mine?
Something gay.
A little bit, yeah. Definitely.
Tell me what's on
very
yours.
random. It's kind of random, but I have an LA Dodgers one because, duh, I live here. There is a Bad Bunny. There's a couple Bad Bunny ones.
Okay.
I have all three Powerpuff Girls. That's where the gay starts to trickle in.
I feel like I knew that.
Yeah, you did. I have Gyarados the Pokemon and Squirtle. I think that's it.
Yeah, so basically you have every hole covered, huh?
No, there's still some left. There's still opportunity. Well, it's been Truckstop Boyfriend, episode 4. Matthew, this was an absolute trip around the block and, a little bit down memory lane. But where can they find us?
You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram, Truckstop Boyfriend. You can find us on Twitter, Truckstop BF. And
BF.
TikTok, Truckstop Boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to all the channels. Follow us, please. That definitely helps us get this thing going and out there. We're just a little podcast that could right now, and we're only on YouTube. We'd love to take this to the actual podcast networks and get it over there. But, we need people to follow us and like what they're hearing and comment and subscribe, and all those little things go a long way. So if you can help us with that, I'm going to make the Gen Z heart.
That's so beautiful. Don't forget to message us your truck stop moments of the week. We'd love to tell your story. Till next time.
Bye. You don't think I'm a good role model? Tell me all the reasons why. Go.
Well, what would be your... I feel like role models have to have some sort of stance. And like have something to bring to their followers. What do you have to bring to people?
This podcast.
Because you're not very positive, so I don't see you being a positive influence in someone's life.
I am an absolute beacon of hope and light for a lot of people and things.
You're a hoot, that's for sure. So
look at that smile I'm putting on your face. That transcends.
Okay.